Welcome home to D&D Seaborn.
Ooh.
Misscliks D&D Seaborn.
Welcome home.
The doorway is open.
Hooray! Whoa, so loud. Something.
Sorry.
I peer inside carefully.
You need light to peer inside, and your light bearer is...
Yes. Who's the person standing next to me?
Maribel.
On this map? Maribel, could you move aside for a moment? I need the room. Okay. Yeah. I toss a torch in.
How far do you toss it?
15 feet. These squares are 5 feet apiece, right?
Correct.
15 feet.
Okay, let me go find the other torch that we had lying around. That's already got light on it. So 5, 10, 15 feet. The torch slides across the floor and vanishes into darkness.
There's the fake floor! You lost a torch.
Well, better a torch than a life, I always say.
I have heard that such a saying, and it is quite wise.
I will throw a torch in 10 feet.
Huzzah.
Don't keep throwing torches. Throw bones or something.
No, because that's the place where I saw it not... I saw it slide and then fall instead.
Gotcha.
So... Wait a minute. I don't know why I have done this such. There's actually a second door there, which should be fine. You know what? We're just going to get rid of the second door because we already said the torch slid into the other thingy. So we'll say that there was only a single door guarding all of this. There
So
we go.
I'm gonna repeat the words. So we followed the map the old crone had given us and found rift denser behind doors locked by the sands of time. I think the gods must have unleashed the horrors of the pyramid when people were still in it. Blah blah blah. For there was no.
You see
sign-
movement as she's reading this aloud to you guys in the shadows beyond the torchlight. Stepping into the torchlight is a cleric, an undead cleric.
Ooh, it's the one mentioned in the book.
Yep.
I bow and I say, Great guardian of the pyramid, we come in peace and wish to pay you tribute and honor. Does she say anything?
The cleric has a shield in its hand, a bright shining steel shield with the symbol of Tempos painted on it. And even after the 1500 years that it's been, it looks as new as the day that it was made. Its paint is fresh and unscathed.
My eyes glimmer like how you see cartoon characters with like money signs in their eyes. It's like that, but with like a shield in my eyes, like cha-ching.
Other than the shield, the cleric seems to be unarmed, but it begins to move its teeth, its jaw,
I'm leaving. I'm straight up leaving.
and its arms begin to move in a strange way. And a spell is cast.
Albert, wait for me!
Stop moving, everyone! Stop moving.
Oh, Albert moved before the spell. Like, Albert saw this girl and he's like, nope.
While this is happening, I put my hand on my bow just to get ready for battle in case it's coming.
Okay. Let's read the spell. The spell is it allows the police to communicate sensitively with a single willing subject. Who's first? Trellis, you are first in line. You feel your mind being touched by the cleric. It reaches out to you with its mind. You have the choice to accept it or to resist it.
I accept it.
Okay.
Yes, nice.
You see the final days of this temple. The ground is shaking. There's people running about screaming. And then, as the chapter from the book explained, a vampiric mist appears. In fact, looks very different than the vampiric mist. It sounds more sounds like a different creature. And as the book had described, the creatures, the mist moving about, killing people, and being fought back, and then splitting into a different creature, and the temple starting to decay, and you see the last minutes of the cleric's life as it ran into this room before being killed by the vampiric mist. And now it stands looking to you, and a thought comes to mind. What are you doing here?
So, in order to communicate, I'd have to think back something to the cleric. So, in my mind, I'm looking at the cleric, but in my mind, I'm saying, we're here to look for a passage off of this island. We mean no harm.
You have come to raid my sacred ground? Comes the question.
No, only that there was a ship that we would be able to take to leave off this island. We want nothing else.
You get a strong burst of anger and a desire to end intruders. At this point, you guys all need to roll for initiative.
No.
Wait, can I go back? Can I say something else?
No.
No!
Neil, my coral sword acts just like my long sword, right?
Correct.
Okay.
It might actually be a scimitar, which is...
Oh, it is a scimitar, so it's a 5 speed.
Yeah.
But still +4 to hit, just like my long.
No, they're both... They should both be speed 4.
What?
Yes.
Well, howdy. I've been rolling speed 5.
Yeah, scimitar and longsword are pretty much identical, except longsword has more damage to large creatures. But other than that, they are identical.
Huh?
Yeah, they're identical. Other than the scimitar is D8 damage only, and the longsword is D8/D12.
Gotcha. Okay. Cool.
I need a D10 plus weapon speed for everybody in the party.
Oh crap, I did a roll d10. Can we just add my 11?
Yes.
Sorry.
So, like, if I'm just leaving.
Nice.
3 is the number you roll add if you're just walking out.
And by nice, I mean exactly the opposite of nice.
Nice!
Okay. Ooh, that is not what I thought it was going to be. Okay, there we go. Okay, who goes first? 9. Does anyone beat 9? V, what's your initiative modifier?
You said +3, so 6.
So you're just running.
Wait, no, 4. 7.
7 total. You go first.
Okay.
What
Did
do
we
you do?
determine if the cleric's magic, right? A magic user, so would I need to use magic against it?
I think you're in the middle of combat and you don't have time to ask these questions.
Okay.
Use your best judgment.
Shoot. I go ahead and shoot my arrow.
Okay, make a roll to hit and mark off an arrow. No. Your arrow pings off the wall behind the undead cleric. Bruno. I'm sorry, not Bruno. Malcolm.
I thought she was going to be friendly.
All right, you can
Drop a
move.
torch at the corner on my way back, right here.
You leave?
I'm doing my job still.
Oh, you're
Just
getting a
lighting
torch? What are you doing?
I leave a torch at the corner in case they need the light.
Right
when
where you're
they're-
standing?
Yeah. And then I continue.
I
past.
whispered to him, it's okay, you can leave with me. I got a torch, we're good.
Where?
Oh, don't worry, Albert. I have several torches.
Okay, let me just move a torch
job.
around.
Proud
He
of
is the torch bearer. It is his job.
Okay. Maribel. Not Maribel. Albert. What are you doing, Albert?
I hesitate for a moment to go hide in the purple room, but then I opt to just head towards the exit.
All right, you can move 12 squares, so do what you
I
want.
call you a coward.
You can see me.
Dark Albert, get back here! I yell.
Dark Albert, aid me with a spell.
You guys can't see me.
I'm just.
I'm literally around the corner.
I feel that Dark Albert has left, and so I sense this, and I call him back.
You don't.
I am not even seeing you. I'm standing there at the ready and say, Dark Albert, assist me with a spell. I don't even see you.
Dark Albert answers from far away. I told you guys I have none. I am leaving.
Dark Albert, we saved you. Come back.
Quoi? Cat. He speaks French as he comes. Thanks.
Oh my gosh.
I look over to Maribel. I guess it's just us.
Guess so.
You guys can leave. It's not too late. Echoes from along the corridors.
Am I able to still continue to try to think in my mind to talk to this cleric as we're fighting?
Do you feel like that connection is still open?
Okay, I kind of plead with the cleric. I kind of just, I don't necessarily plead, but I kind of am calm demeanor. Like, we're not here to hurt you at all. We're just here to get help to get off this place. Would you please help us? And so we do not suffer the same fate as you.
Thieves! The voice echoes.
No one listens to us. No one ever listens to us.
Maribel, it's your turn.
I shake my head towards Maribel in agreement.
The cleric is casting some sort of spell, but it is Maribel's turn.
I say, Cleric, we wish you no ill, but if you persist in trying to harm my captain, I shall have to strike you down. And I use my magic sword.
All right, so what do? You just run up and start slashing at her?
Yeah.
Okay. Move up to the cleric, please.
Oh, no, I don't do that. Because there's the floor.
What?
Ugh. I don't want to throw my sword over there. I guess I stand at the ready and kind of try to get out of her range and hope that she'll come out.
You hear the echoes. You don't have to fight everything you see.
So I just kind of I hold action, Neil.
Okay.
Don't be so tunnel vision.
Her spell goes off, and around you, the skeletons that dot the room begin to come to life.
Tactical retreat.
We've retreated 6 times from the same place.
I continue.
Our viewers are gonna get so bored.
The cleric in my mind, and I ask, "What can I prove? What can we prove to you that we're not thieves?"
You come seeking our treasure to take it for yourself.
But the treasure is not what we seek. We just seek a way to get away from here, away from your treasure. We will not take anything. Would you help us get away?
Swim.
Loser.
We cannot swim. Is there another solution? We have a ship outside. Can we trade that to you?
Let's roll initiative for next round, but the party is divided.
We're gonna run at the same time, Bruno.
Maribel, actually not Maribel, sorry, Trump and Jen, you guys go first.
You mean you cowered away like coward?
Cowardly coward, but cowards.
Oh, actually, V, you got an attack at the end of the round last round. Would you please make it?
Oh yeah.
A second
that's
bow
right.
shot, if you wanted. You know.
Roll D20 plus 3.
We don't want to hurt you. We don't want the treasure. Shoot.
18.
You hit the cleric.
Against the skeleton.
Oh, against a skeleton.
Yes.
All right, you hit the skeleton before you. Please roll me some damage.
Because I'm trying to show the person we're not trying to hurt her.
You shatter the skeleton in front of you.
Nice. That one's dead, though.
Once again, I look towards the cleric, and I'm continuing in my mind, just saying, like, we don't want to hurt you. Please, we're not here from that. Haven't you seen enough bloodshed?
Trump and Albert.
Come on, buddy. Let's keep retreating.
Malcolm considers going with Albert, but a sense of loyalty to Captain makes him stay around the corner as he watches what ensues. It's his job to make sure the light is lit for wherever the party decides to go.
Good man.
So
All right.
what do? You just stand there?
Yeah, if there's any skeletons coming towards me, I'll run though.
I
Okay.
say, torchbearer, if you can, find something we could use as a bridge.
Will do! Albert, I call over. Do you have any rope?
I don't think you can. Albert can hear you from where he is down the hall.
Really?
I get no answer. Okay.
I will stand there and use detect noise to find out what's going on from afar.
What's your detect noise percentage?
It's 10%.
Nice. You don't detect any. Well, you do hear the sounds of bones. Well, no, you probably hear nothing. Just the sound of the outside, mosquitoes.
Oh, I hear
Animals.
outside. Like, am I close to the exit right now?
Yeah, if you look at yourself, you're at the exit. You know, just beyond that corridor northward is the front door.
Oh,
You're-
I can't move myself.
Yeah,
Oh,
you're at the exit.
Okay. Huh. I mean, might as well just wait at the exit since I'm so close to it. Thanks, Albert.
Okay. Maribel, there
I'm
are
like 1 foot outside, like listening in.
Maribel, there are skeletons around you. You may
How
not be
many
able to see them
skeletons?
easily. You don't know. You can't see in the darkness, but they are there. You feel cold. Well, not cold. You feel bony fingers scraping across your armor from your back as two skeletons reach out for you and try to kill you, but they fail. One comes before you with a short sword in his hand. What is your armor class?
Just double checking, but I think it's 15.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's 15.
It hits you for 3 points of damage.
Ow. Stop that.
Some other skeletons move about. You can hear their bones scraping on the floor. And V, from behind you, two skeletons reach out at you. They both miss. Well, they both scrape into your armor. Maribel, it's your
Knocked
turn.
them off.
You're in an open room, so you can still use your halberd in here, as long as you're not in a corridor.
I rolled for my magic sword, but you don't care.
Well, there. If you're using your sword now, go ahead and use it. But just so you know, you can use in the open rooms where you're not next to a wall on either side. You can use your halberd with no penalties.
And now that I'm in melee with these skeletons, if I moved, they would get an attack of opportunity.
Correct.
All right, I swing in retaliation at the skeletons, but I also yell, if we can, we should get that door off the hinges and use it to try to bridge the gap to the cleric.
Go ahead and make an attack roll against the skeleton. Oof, a swing and a miss. The blade whistles between its bones.
I don't get any other buffs to hit from the magic, right?
You do? Since you don't know what level the magic is on that sword, but I've included
Gotcha.
that bonus.
Okay.
I believe the cleric goes next. Well, no, V goes next. The cleric stands back.
Okay. At this point, should I just stop talking to the cleric because they're not answering me?
You can do what you want.
Okay. I try again to plead with the cleric, just stating our kind of. I don't know. Can the cleric see? Like, if I show the cleric memories of what's happened till now, can they see it?
It showed you memories somehow. You're not
Okay,
sure how the
then
process works.
I just try to share the memories of falling onto the island and everything that we've been through so far to the cleric, and all the death that has happened.
Okay, if you want to focus on that, that's going to be at the exclusion of making your attacks this round to show that much depth
So
and
both
detail.
attacks?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
You're going to do it?
Yeah.
All right, you show... Tell us what you show the cleric.
I show the cleric just when we first met each other, and I show the cleric kind of like the good moments that we've had between the group. And then I show
What good moments have you had? Give me an example.
Like when we're sitting around and Bruno's playing the bongos and we're just kind of getting to know one another a little bit. And then I show like any kind of memory where
You
we
murdered him!
And then I also show the deaths of our members and how sad we were over it. And then I kind of flash back to the memory that that the cleric showed us of the last few days, where people are running around and their own death, and how were they sad at their own, like were they sad in their final moments, the cleric?
Yeah, more fearful than sad. But
Okay,
yes.
and then I show that, and I just say at the end of that, like, don't you want to avoid this? Why would you want to carry this on?
Interesting choice. You can feel the cleric's burning anger and I wouldn't quite call it hatred, but revilement soften, and you feel kind of a pity emanating from the cleric before you. But it comes back at you once again.
What?
With, though your loss may be great, it gives you no right to steal from Tempos. Your fates are sealed.
Man.
What if we're not stealing? Would you help us? Can we ask for your help?
To what? What are your ends?
Can you help us find a way off this island so we can leave you in peace? That would not result in our death.
What is your reaction adjustment under your charisma score?
0.
Okay.
Give me a bone.
It rolls. Ooh, actually. The cleric asks you what has become of Asanar.
And I kind of question because I'm not sure who this is. So I ask who that is. I'm not aware of who that is.
The answer, the cleric comes back with, I see, which is kind of filled with sadness. Okay. Well, that's enough for one round. Initiative for next round, everybody?
I'll keep going at this armor. Crap, I keep pushing the wrong thing. Okay, mine should be D10 plus 4, I guess, so my initiative's low.
Okay.
Oops, I did D20 instead of D10. You want me to reroll?
I would love you to reroll, please.
Cool.
10, 8. Bruno, you go first. What do you do, Bruno?
Not Bruno, Malcolm.
Malcolm.
Yeah, Malcolm chucks the torch that he's holding 20 feet in to near that hourglass. And then he goes back to his position, overseeing.
Excuse me.
Okay. The area is more well lit.
Oh, there's a lot of skeletons.
Okay. Maribel, you go at 10. Ouch. V, you're going at 8, but the talking and everything puts a little bit later. The skeletons... Wow. Maribel, you go first.
Okay. Take that with my magic sword.
Whap! You crash into one of the skeletons. Please roll for damage.
No.
2 plus all that magic. The skeleton before you shatters into pieces and falls to
Ha!
the ground. The other ones are relentless behind you. 2 reach out, scraping their bones
There's only
against
one
you.
other one behind me.
There's 2 behind you.
I killed this one.
No, you killed the one in front of you that was in the shadow.
Oh.
Although it doesn't matter, there are 2 skeletons. I thought you were attacking the one that you were facing. One of them hits you for 3 points of damage.
Ow.
And 2 of them scrape at V, at Trellis. 1 hit. What is your armor class, Trellis?
My armor class is 13.
1 criticals you for 4 points of damage, but I need you to make me a saving throw versus death.
What's that one again?
It's a D20, and you want to roll higher than your saving throw versus death, poison, paralyzation, and death magic.
Okay, so I have to roll over 14.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ah, not a problem. You just take the 4 damage. Good you going. Now it is Trellis's turn again.
Okay, I continue to talk to the cleric.
How do you do it?
Through my mind. Well, you didn't really finish what you were saying last time, cleric. Because he said sadness, and then I kind of probed deeper, like asking, "Is this somebody? Is this somebody that you knew? Was it a friend, a leader?"
The question gets dodged, pretty much ignored. Instead, you get asked, "Whom do you serve?" Who do you serve?
Who do you serve?
I serve. I think. Bleh. As I'm thinking, I'm telling the cleric, but I'm also showing memories since that seems to be something that touches them. I show memories of like family, of anything from when I was young. I say I don't serve anybody specific, but I try to do good by all.
Who do you worship?
Tempo.
Tempo.
You're getting their god's name wrong.
Maribel, come on.
I didn't hear it. That wasn't actually me.
No, I just said I know of no one to serve at the moment, but I just know I'm trying to do good, and we don't want to hurt anybody. We just wanted to get off the island. If there's anything we can do.
The cleric makes a gesture, and the remaining skeletons stop their assault, and they all step back.
Yay!
The battle music doesn't stop, though.
Okay.
Don't get too cocky, kid.
work. Way to stick with it.
The cleric shows you a vision. This time it feels like it could be a vision of the future. You see a smallish ship sailing on the seas with a cleric at the prow, an undead skeletal cleric at the prow. Yes. You see the sails on the ship are not white sails. They're not the typical sails you have. They are embellished with the hourglass of Tempos on them.
Yes. Yes.
And you hear the voice come to mind. Would you serve me?
I think towards the cleric, if you are not to harm anybody, of course we would serve you.
Some people will be harmed in the making of this film.
Yeah.
People will die. People will always die. Trellis?
I'm thinking. Will anyone in our party be harmed?
We all die, eventually. Our fates are all sealed.
Are you going to... If we serve you, where will you take us?
To right the wrongs in the world. To
So
give people the fates they deserve.
Well, I can't argue with that. I look over to Maribel and I kind of... Well, can I talk to her, or will the cleric be upset if I do anything?
I don't think anyone knows the answer to that question.
I do want us to get off the island, and I do want to make friends for now, or I don't want to make enemies for now. So I go ahead and I put down my bow and kind of like bow to the, kind of give a little, well, not, I don't bow, but I give a short nod to the cleric.
The cleric reaches out with a skeletal finger pointing towards you. Its mouth moves, but you can't hear anything it says. Instead, you just feel the command in your mind. It says, kneel.
I go ahead and kneel.
The remaining skeletons stand where they are, and the cleric tells you to command your allies to kneel before it as well.
I look over to Maribel, since she's the only one in the room with me, and I let her know we're gonna go ahead and let the skeleton lead us, and then they'll share their ship with us.
Yes, Captain. As you say. Then I kneel.
Okay.
Malcolm runs in as well and just kneels along the three of them. Oh, me too.
Don't mind me, skeletons, coming in here. Okay. The cleric seems satisfied with this, and the remaining skeletons crumble back into the forms they had on the ground to begin with.
Good. Good riddance.
And the battle music stops.
Is someone putting together furniture at your house? Is that what it is?
Yeah.
Okay.
How did you communicate with this specter, Captain?
Well, I showed them some memories of the past and showed them some good things and tried to reach it on on a good level. So hopefully the cleric will not harm us. I don't think they will, but we might be in for quite the adventure.
Captain, this is very impressive. Did you get it to give us its ship?
We will be traveling along with the cleric and their ship.
Cool.
That thing?
Yes, that thing. Is there any problem?
Oh, okay. Should I be calling... excuse me. I kind of look at the cleric. Does it look like a male or a female? Is there any way to tell?
How good is your anatomy?
Average?
You have no idea.
Your Grace, I shall call you Captain now, if that's okay.
The skeleton carefully walks back around the table, and I think probably disappears into the darkness from your point of view. Maybe you can just see it at the edge of the light, and it stands before just on the other side, actually not before, on the other side of this large box, and motions to it.
I'm so excited. I yelled, Dark Albert, you can stop being a coward now if you want.
Dark Albert is still hanging out near the entrance, unable to hear you guys.
All right.
Oh, I'm afraid that Dark Albert, the last time I saw him, he was running all the way past. I don't know where he is now.
Well, perhaps we'll have to leave him behind. Jen, do you want to say what Albert is doing?
If you want, I can go to the door and see whether or not...
You're muted still, Jen. Oh.
What?
Dark Albert still can't be heard, I guess.
First mate, would you like me to go see if Albert's at the door? The temple?
Yes, I suppose so.
Okay, Malcolm goes off to see if he's there.
You eventually find Dark Albert. It takes you a little while.
Oh, Albert, good news. We have concluded.
Yeah, we can hear you, but you're very quiet.
Yeah, like always.
Albert, come on over to the room. We now serve some
Wait.
sort of skeleton captain.
Did you come to get me or something?
Yes, I went to the door.
Ah, you guys are so sweet. I thought my character would stay behind, and I was accepting it. I was like, I mean, he deserved this.
Yeah.
Pretty legit. But it's alright. Albert notices this and thinks it's pretty sweet that this crew still wants him there. And then he makes up a story about being invisible and stuff. So yeah, I'll come in. I'm like, okay, let's serve this this weird character.
Okay, well, you are now in the presence of this cleric. It motions to the box, and yeah, what do you do?
I go ahead and go up to the box, and I look at the cleric for approval to open it first.
Okay.
Not be told.
Your foot passes through the hole in the ground that is covered up. The trap. Make me a dexterity check.
Oh no!
No.
My dexterity is 13, so do I do a d20 plus 13?
Yes, ma'am. Woo! You catch yourself on the ledge as you just step into the darkness, and your fingers clasp on the other side.
Do I do a nice jump and roll over to the other side?
I think it's more of a desperate scramble to get to the surface than a nice roll. But you find yourself standing on the other side of the invisible pit
Okay. Well, that's
before
good.
the box. the box. Well, there's a large box,
Mm-hmm.
and next to it are a set of drums. And it looks like knocked off onto the ground is some sort of belt with a bag attached to it.
Okay. I'm still waiting. I look at the cleric and ask, is it okay to look in the bag, or do you want me to look inside?
It
I don't
doesn't
wanna
look like the
upset the
box
cleric.
opens. There are no openings on it anywhere. But at the base of the box
the
are some
map.
carvings.
I remember that one, yeah. They talked about it in the book.
There are some carvings. Looks like letters carved into the side of the box. But you are illiterate, and so you have no idea what they say.
Let
But
me
Albert
hold
is
it
here.
For you. I'll take good care of it.
The cleric seems to understand what your intentions are, and you get in your mind a no, not here, out there from it.
Okay, and then I don't touch any of the stuff. And I leave it alone for now. And then I ask the cleric, where to?
Outside.
Outside past you, or outside where we came from?
Through the entrance.
Okay.
See, the box is about a foot long, half a foot wide, and half a foot deep.
Do we need to carry the box out, or
Yes.
are you going to bring it out? Okay.
Well, yeah, no, the cleric picks up the box and carries it out. And the cleric
Okay.
unnaturally, nimbly jumps over the hole in the ground.
Okay. I also follow and jump over the hole in the ground this time.
Okay. And eventually, the whole party goes back outside.
Okay.
The cleric does go back in, and then comes out a little while later. And it comes out with the belt that has the bag attached to it. The undead cleric straps on the bag and belt to itself, with the belt pouch kind of hanging off the right side of its hip. And
This is awesome.
this is awesome, but I think we're going to... I think we might want to end right here for the day, actually. I know we're an hour and 20 minutes early to do that, but I think we're going to end here for today.
Why is that?
Well, I could give you the answer now, or I could give you guys a really cool surprise next week. Do you want answers, or do you want surprises?
I don't want a surprise if it's in our favor.
You want the surprise.
So we can't. The surprise can only happen next week because there needs to be some preparation of the surprise. Is that?
You can get answers now or a surprise next week.
Surprises are awesome.
Well, so either way, we don't continue the episode.
Yes.
Like, will Trump get to make his character?
Yeah, I'm going to make a character with Trump right after this.
Okay, cool.
Do you guys want your answers?
No.
No?
If we're gonna quit now, then it must be good. So.
You know what? I think people will spoil the answers anyway. We're going to give you answers because they'll see us making... we're going to end now because we need to make Trump's character so he can play your undead skeleton ship captain.
Cool.
So,
That's really good.
we're going to end today so Trump can have a character. He and I will go flesh out the details of this undead skeleton together. And then next week when we come back, you will have a ship plus a Trump.
Cool. I'm totes down. That's awesome.
How does he get to play the undead skeleton?
He just happens to be dead when we introduced a really cool NPC who's on your team now.
Who Bree can convince to join us instead of kill us, which, yeah.
Oh, that
you're muted.
I said, yeah, so am I not blamed for your death now, Trump? Because I gave you a way better character.
way better character. A way better character.
All right.
All right.
You're welcome.
Let's do some experiencing.
Ooh, good call.
And that will probably take up a little while here. So we are finishing up the entire get the ship quest, which is a big one that you guys have been working on for like 3 weeks now. Let's add to that you didn't defeat anything. Oh, you killed some skeletons. They're kind of
Hey, I
insignificant.
talked down someone from killing us. I think that deserves some
I
major.
think you managed to talk yourself into servitude. Thank you.
Wow. Okay.
Okay, times 1.3. So would everyone please add 2,270 experience to your character sheets?
2,270.
And can we get a quick level check from everyone?
I have to use a calculator because my brain's dead.
Nothing for me.
2,200, you said?
Mm-hmm. 2,270. This is way better than having you guys fight the cleric.
Yeah. I agree.
Just try and make things interesting here.
I really like your approach with that. That was not even something I had considered could happen.
That's awesome.
And you did a good job of arguing and begging and pleading and trying to appease the humanity of the guardian.
Villains are just someone who got hurt somewhere in life, you know?
Exactly.
Oh.
I'm still level 4. I'm still like 900 away.
You're level 4. Anna, what level are you?
5.
Jen?
I'm level 4 and 3.
4 and 3. Okay.
It's gonna take a while.
Yeah, it's gonna take a while. Okay. Well, that's it for everything today, I guess. Way early finish, but I think it's for a good cause. So, we will see everybody here next week for more Misscliks D&D, and this time you guys will actually be able to get off this damn island on a magical ship of your own.
And take to the seas!
Take to the seas by...
And I have so much loot. I have so much loot. That's why Albert was leaving. I was like, this guy has never had this much money and loot in his entire life. He has like 2 spell books. He has a ton of money. Like, he's not gonna die with all this. He's gonna be happy about this.
All right. Well, that's it, everybody. Good
Thank
game.
you.
Well played, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye-bye.
All right. Bye.
Unless we actually want to do shoutouts.
I was gonna ask. But
I just
we were supposed to do
flipped my head.
shout-outs.
Maybe not. No.
Did you already end?
No,
Or
we're still live.
Okay.
I'm
well, let's
panicking.
do-
I forgot what to do.
Awkward.
Forgot how to
I'm-
stream.
Awkward. Yeah. I'll go first. I have Eye on the Storm on Thursday at our new time during lunch, which is at noon. We have Huge and Psalm on as guests this week to talk about the new hero Chromie and the patch. It's going to be fun. And then we have Twitch Weekly as always on Friday. It's become quite the mayhem lately, so have fun tuning into that. If you guys missed last week's Twitch Weekly, it was pretty hilarious, so you probably should watch that. That's on twitch.tv/Twitch. Hero or Eye on the Storm is on this channel. And I think that's all we've got going on right now. But if you haven't bought your ticket to TwitchCon yet, you probably should, because I'm mostly just working on that. It's awesome. I tag Neil.
Hey guys, after this, I'm going to be making the Undead Cleric with Trump on my channel, twitch.tv/Koivu, and then we're going to marathon Attila Total War until I get tired sometime tomorrow night, if I ever get tired of Attila War, because oh my god, it's the best game ever made. That's it. Jen.
Follow me at EventPinkST2 on Twitter. That's it.
Boom.
But do it, because it's so short. Worth.
And I'm V Parlafoi on every sort of media, VAPARLAFOI. I will be streaming every day this week. I will be in Canada on Friday, but I will still be streaming from Canada next week. So yay!
Yay!
That's it.
And Trump.
I'm an undead cleric who controls all these pawns now. That's fantastic.
Oh,
Watch us next week to see how I order my cronies around.
All right, now we're
Oh
leaving
my
for
gosh.
sure. Good night, everybody.
Bye.
Bye.